victory over the Van Buren Black Knights. I'm your host, Mark the Captain Blind. The call tonight's Mr. Spike Whitman. I'll be filling in the blanks for him. And we're just about ready to get underway with the national anthem. And we'll be right back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Liberty Center High School for today's NWAL baseball and softball matchups between the visiting Wauseon Indians and the home Liberty Center Tigers. At this time, we ask that all fans, both baseball and softball, please stand and direct your attention to your respective flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
All right, there you have the national anthem. And Spike, we're going to do the starting lineups, at least for our Liberty Center Lady Tigers here, as we've got both teams, both diamonds going simultaneously. So they do things a little bit different when that happens. Once again, Liberty Center comes in at 8-0 with that stellar comeback victory over the Black Knights of Van Buren 2 days ago. So they go to 8-0, 2-0 in the NWAL, while Wauseon is 6-4. And here's an interesting thing with Wauseon's record, Spike. They've only lost to two teams. They've lost a doubleheader.
Yeah.
They lost to Hilltop, a doubleheader, and Tenora, both very quality teams. So Wauseon comes in at 6-2.
Yep.
Really four, but
6-4.
6-4. But they lost to the same team twice. And then they just come off of a Tuesday victory over the Evergreen Lady Vikings, 11-6, to go 1-0 in the NWAL. So it's going to be a good one, Spiker.
Well, it always is. Wauseon, a quality program, in everything. Guys, gals, and it doesn't matter what sport. They're always going to be a competitor, and that's just the way their heritage is. For Wauseon, both Hilltop has got one of their better teams this year. I don't have their record at hand, but they are coming at 6-4. They lost that one, and then the Tenora, who was 6-1. Their scores there, they lost 3-0 and 7-2. So that tells you right there, Tenora's got some good.
Hilltop's 11-4 and 5-0 in the Buckeye Border Conference. So,
wow.
And I think Tenora's up there also in the GBC.
All right, first pitch, chop to the second baseman. Zintek there flips it over to first, and on the first pitch of the game, we've got a single out. Good job there, Zintek. Charged the ball, They got it down there with two hands. I love the way Liberty Center's infielders are very good at using two hands on the ball when possible. And, of course, Fuller at first base catches everything. All right, now the second pitch of the game. We don't have their lineup, so we'll just have to go with numbers. My bad. Our bad, but
I'll go down and see if I can find it.
Yeah, no biggie. Line drive. That's going to go foul down the left field line near the fence. Jones come over. Good cover.
At least, today's Spike's one of the few games that we've played that the wind isn't a significant factor.
Yeah. For the first time this year, probably for the first day this year, the wind is not blowing. The sun's behind a cloud. A little pop-up. That's going to be trouble. Texas Leaguer, but St. Clair gets back there. She was playing a little toward the third base line, but got a good jump on the ball. And what I was afraid at first might be trouble, just a meaningless pop-out, so 2 away.
I asked Emma St. Clair where her range is, and she looked at me and said, the foul lines.
You got to love it. All right, third hitter up.
Must have been out a little bit outside there.
Just for the sake of argument or for interest's sake, Wauseon has a 350 team batting average. Liberty Center has a 405. Pitch outside. That's going to make it 3-0 now. Perry made short work of the first two. Swing and a tick foul. So Perry comes back, throws a strike, 3-1. Liberty's leading hitter, Bea Barrett, hitting over 600. Pitch down in the dirt.
Maybe that first pitch was a strike, Spike.
Okay.
So now I guess it's a full count.
All right, now we go. Chop at the second or shortstop. St. Clair fields it clean, fires it perfectly, and the grab over there by Fuller, and the side retired. So the Tigers look good on defense, good reactions, and they shut down Wauseon in that top of the first inning.
Well, a good start for Molly Perry, and I think that's going to be important, Spike. She's pitched a lot, and this week's been a kind of a compact, busy, softball-filled week because of reschedules and whatever. They came off that game Tuesday, beating a quality Swanton team, came back Thursday, played Van Buren. They gave them everything they could handle. And now back here, Wauseon. So, what was it? Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah. Now, that's a doubleheader Saturday with Southview?
Yes. And they've got it. They go to Montpelier tomorrow.
Yeah. I think Liberty has 6 games. I think we've played everything this week.
Yeah, I think Monday, Tuesday, now
Wednesday,
today.
Yeah, was off.
Yeah, don't play on Wednesday.
Nope.
The Baptist will get you.
Yeah. Well, Wednesdays, no Sundays, but with the doubleheader Saturday, the Tigers have 6 games this week, and they're going to have at least 5 next week.
Yeah, and they go out to play the Montpelier Locomotives. Spike, we could maybe go out there and watch that game and stop at that fish fry, buddy.
They got one there, do they?
Yeah, remember we used to go there when we played football out in West Unity?
Yeah, West Unity.
Those were the good old the two schmucks in the truck days.
Are you running the scoreboard? Okay. Does that put a zero?
What? No, I'm doing it. I mean, no, it does that automatically, Spike. Yep.
All right, so the Tigers come up in the bottom of the first. Emmy Gray to lead off. Emmy hitting right around 400 on the year. That's the Tigers' team average. She puts it on the ground, right back to the pitcher. Good reaction, fires to first, and Emmy Gray's speed was not enough to overcome the fielding job from the mound.
Emmy Gray not happy with her bunt and went right back to the pitcher.
Yeah.
She was hoping to get it on one of the angles.
So 1 out. Liza Jones hitting .375, but good power. Hits a little short liner. Picked up shortstop. Fires to first. Oh, what a bang-bang play. The umpire calls her out.
Boy, that had to be a bang-bang play. That short chopper looked like it was off the end of the bat. Kind of died in the dirt. Shortstop made a great play.
So excellent defense so far in the early going from both teams.
I mean, we might be home by 6 o'clock. This keeps going, Spike.
Yeah. All right. So Barrett up. Bea Barrett pops it up on the infield. Third baseman coming over, makes the catch, and we've got, like you said, a bang-bang inning.
Spike, the first inning took 10 minutes.
Wow.
The first pitch was at 5:01, and it's 5:09. 8 minutes.
Jeez.
Good thing I could probably track a pitch count if this keeps up.
Well, there are certain strains, Captain. I think after 20 years, you've paid your dues.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't really going to do it anyway.
I knew better.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Molly's pitched a lot of innings this week, Spike, and I think Coach Kyle's probably thankful that first inning went that quick. I mean, if they can limit pitches for her, I think the better.
Well, yeah, and the good thing, though, that you always hear about the arms, and in baseball, that is huge, the number of innings pitched. And it certainly isn't the same contraction, if you will, for girls softball. They can throw and throw and throw, but when you go in one of them 5 or 6 game jaunts in a row, the mental wear is going to be tough.
And now the boys, Spike, they went to a 125 pitch count for them now, so they can't throw more than 125 pitches in baseball in any game.
All right, shot down the right field line, going deep. That's going to be over Zeider's head. Rounding first, heading for 2. Zeider having some trouble getting it picked up, but comes back with a great arm. Fires a big-time toss to hold the runner at second base. But a double down the right field line, and Wauseon with their leadoff runner.
Yeah, she took a step in and went, uh-oh.
Yeah, Wauseon, one of their girls, has got 3 home runs on the year. Wide open stance, now closes up and takes a ball inside.
Yeah, that was interesting, Spike. I was like, okay, I hope she's going to change their stance a little bit. But she does, takes a step forward.
Yep, steps into the pitch. She might be challenged if you can sneak a few in on that inside corner. The umpire standing to the inside of the catcher, so he may get a better look at that type of pitch. Popped up. It's going to be trouble coming on. Gray makes the play. Gray covering a lot of ground. I'm telling you, you'll hear me say this another dozen times. We have a terrific defense for Liberty Center. They get it done. All right, man at second, a runner at second, 1 out. Pitch high and away. Crew playing a couple of steps in at third. Shot right up the middle, and that's going to be a clean single. Gray charges. She's going to launch it to the plate. And a little bit high. Oh, it was going to be close. Sliding in under the tag was number 25. And Wauseon goes up 1-0. Moving up to second base on the throw to the plate.
It was a nice hit right back up the middle for the Indians.
Made good contact. Pitch way inside, ball one. I would imagine Liberty Center has done well offensively. They've got a good hitting team. They might have the edge there, from the 400 to the 350 team difference. But Wauseon in the second inning now, putting a couple of hits together. 2-0 now, the count. Pitch, chop to third. Crew there, makes the play, fires a bullet in time for the out. Runner moves up, beats the relay throw. But that makes 2 outs, and so that takes away a little bit from that. Now we've got a left-hand hitter.
Well, I think Macy Crew made a good decision getting out. She could have maybe tried to fake and get fancy there, Spike, but...
Yeah. That's right. She was in on the ball naturally for playing to take away the bunt. Crew, again, maybe playing even with the bag with 2 outs. Pitch, popped back, foul, straight back, out of play.
Strike 2.
So Perry gets ahead. Left-hand hitter with 2 strikes. Pitch taken way outside. Good waist pitch.
Yep.
Swing and a miss from a pitch that was way out on that outside corner. And Perry comes back with a good job there to retire the side. 1 run for Wauseon on 2 hits. And heading into the bottom of the second, it's 1-0 Indians.
And, one of the things I watch about Molly Perry, Spike, is you mentioned, she was up 0-2, threw that outside pitch, just like, hey, you're going to chase it. She manages the at-bats. She doesn't just get up there and pitch.
Right.
And that was a perfect example. She was up, no balls, 2 strikes, threw that outside pitch, and like, okay, come on, you want to get anxious? Go ahead and chase this baby. You ain't going to get it. And but that's Molly Perry's kind of mantra for pitching. She manages those types of things.
Yes. Yep, she very definitely an accomplished pitcher as a senior. All right, Emma St. Clair, the shortstop, will lead off here in the bottom of the second. Tigers at 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Emma St. Clair with some gap power. You get that occasional home run and a great contact hitter. Hitting about 600. Pop foul straight back. If you just joined us, it's 1-0 Wauseon on a double and then a single to take the lead in that top of the second. St. Clair hits a fly ball straight away center field. Moving under it for the catch and 1 away. Tigers making good contact, but nothing has evened out or lined up. 1 away. Mackenzie Fuller, the first baseman, steps in.
Third baseman way in. I'll tell you what, Kenzie Fuller hits the ball hard. That scares me.
Yeah, she got a good cut at the ball. Yeah, at first base, they've got the tall, rangy first baseman, one of the taller girl softball players you'll see. She's only a step or 2 in, but at third base, you're right, boy. Pitch down in the dirt. That'll even it up at 1-1. I'm sure that with any scouting at all, Liberty likes to play small ball with most of the team, and they're always wanting to move runners or get steals. Swing, fly ball, deep right field. That's going to be trouble. Extra bases. Rounding first, steaming into second base is Mackenzie Fuller.
The Mack truck.
Oh, yeah, just what the doctor ordered.
That must be a tough read out there in right field. Both our right fielders on those, and they weren't like super hit balls. They just having trouble, picking them up or something. Must be the cloud cover or something.
Well, could be, especially that one.
Yeah, both players did exactly the same thing, Spike. We had trouble.
A shot down the right field line, just foul. Ooh.
Had trouble picking that up out there in right field.
Aubrey Zeiter prefers the right side. That's kind of her little bit of a tendency. But she shows great promise as a hitter. Zeiter hitting .450. Swat right at the shortstop. 2 bounces. Bobble. Now recovers. Fires to first. In time. Throw to third. Not in time. Getting there is Fuller. Getting under the tag. Got a good jump. When the ball was, as soon as the ball was hit. So the Tigers now with the tying run here in the bottom of the second, standing at third. Crew takes it down low. Crew takes the pitch that's out there in kind of that no man's land between the edge of home plate and the white zone. This umpire, I imagine, has a little bit wider plate. That one was too far outside to be that was too wide. 2-1 now for Crew. I like the fact that Liberty Center is making contact. The pitch hits it into the hole in the left field. It's a base hit. Macy Crew jumped on that one, and a 2-hop low line drive gets through, and that'll drive in the tying run. Boy, sometime now it wasn't hit right at the third baseman, but if you I know you take the bunt away, but had she been back 5 feet, that could have been enough, but I'm digging it the way it is. All right, now we have Molly Perry, a right-hand hitter, kind of takes that medium stance, shows bunt, backs away, pitch a little bit too far outside, ball 1. Shows bunt again. Chokes way up. Catcher took a little look down there to first base, but Macy not getting a real big jump. Two and one to count. Pitch just outside. 3-1. One good thing I like about the lower half of the Liberty Center batting order, they bunt the ball well, they move the well, they make contact, they get through the order. And so they set up the top of the order quite well. Being patient, Molly Perry draws a walk. So that puts 2 men on.
And the courtesy run for Molly Perry. It could be Lily Howard, number 23, will run.
What is the rule on that?
Well,
can you use as many as you want?
No, what they they usually, I don't know, that's a good question, but courtesy runners are for pitchers and catchers, and usually, like Liberty Center, Lily Howard is designated as the pinch runner for Molly Perry, or the pitcher, and Madison Foster is the pinch runner for the catchers.
That's what I was asking.
Both girls have a lot of speed.
All right. Now, Addie Zintek, you may be under the assumption, well, she's the number 9 hitter.
Yeah, you go ahead and assume that, dude.
Yeah, she's there because she's fast. She gets on base. She's hitting 350, but a really good contact hitter. Shot, a little short grounder. Now Chargers scooped up, fires to first, and Wauseon shows that they've got a good infield. They attack the ball, they take care of it, and the Liberty side retired. But the Tigers, a run on 2 singles and a walk, and they've tied the score at 1 after 2 innings.
Okay, here's today's softball trivia question, Spike. What is the standard diameter of a softball?
Oh, my.
The standard diameter. Ooh. And I'll give you some clues here. As the game progresses, but you can text us, Facebook message, text me if you know my number. If not, we're monitoring Facebook on our broadcast as well as our YouTube channel for baseball. What is the standard diameter of a softball?
I think I know that. No, on second thought, I think I don't.
Well, it's one or the other. I can guarantee you that. All right, top of the third here. Liberty ties it up. Both teams with 1 run in the second inning on some hits and some good base running. But now, top of the third here, Molly Perry will start us off on the mound.
A line shot!
Ooh,
just foul! Wow, that was fouled by inches. A rope got around on a fastball. Woo, doggy.
We haven't seen Molly's changeup yet. I think she works that one in as the game goes on.
Well, that might have to come in handy here. All right, 1 strike count.
There you go. She just made me look like a genius.
There was the off-speed pitch.
I'm calling pitches from the press box here.
Hey, that must have hung too high because they called it a ball.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I thought it was a fat pitch. Woo.
Oh, I don't know, Spike.
All right.
And he's not signaling the count, so I'm trying to see.
2-1. We'll go with the scoreboard.
Yep.
Tigers not really in, maybe a step or 2 at the corners.
3-1. Yes, he finally signaled. He must have heard me.
Emma St. Clair playing a little deeper at short. Pitch hangs too far outside, and so
not something you see a lot of, Spike. Liberty pitchers don't give up a lot of walks. I know in that Van Buren game, did we see any walks? Maybe a couple. I mean, Liberty walked off to win the game, but there weren't a lot of walks in that game.
No. Liberty Center has it. They do an excellent job. Now the leadoff hitter hits a rope and foul down the right field line. That might be her style, but she looked like she felt very good with that. She grounded out to second base the last time, so perhaps the right side's her forte. All right, that runner on first. Now shows bunt, gets it out. That's excellent bunt. They're not going to have a play.
Wow, great bunt.
Barrett is not going to be able to get out there on many bunts at all unless they're within 2 feet of the plate. So a bunt single.
Well, and I would say bunt again, Spike.
Yeah. Nobody out. 2 runners on. I believe this is the catcher. Little bit of an open stance, swings, pops it up. That'll fly harmlessly out of play. 1 strike. So we've only had one strikeout so far in the top of the third inning by either team. Now bunt again. Oh, picked it up, throw to first. No, the ball gets away. 1 run scores, rounding third, and holds on there. Boy, I didn't think they had a play at all, but ball bounded away, and Wauseon scores a run on the miscue.
And I've been watching the third base coach. I think I got his sign for bunt.
You better hurry up and relay it.
I tell you, I that was one of the things when I coached, Spike. I picked that up. People used to think I was cheating, but it's like, all you got to do is watch.
Is this number 15?
I believe it is. Yes,
Yep.
number 15.
Yep.
And I don't know if I got it. Can I get a roster?
Yeah, no big deal. All right, that makes the score 2-1 Wauseon, and they're threatening for more. They've got second and third runners, nobody out. Pitch, strike. It caught that wide outside corner for a Molly Perry. 1 strike. Crew in at third, looking for the bunt. First base Fuller in a couple steps. Chopped, and that's going to go foul. Got around on a...
No, it's kind of an off-speed.
Yeah.
It wasn't a changeup, but it was certainly an off-speed pitch. So I did pull up the roster for the Lady Indians, and there's no 15 on it. Tried.
Just figures. Pitch down in the dirt. Bea Barrett, once again, excellent stop. Perry winds, brings it. Ooh, must have
Wow,
been
that's
a
tight.
little bit high. Because he likes that outside strike.
Yeah.
All right, slightly open stance now. We're looking at a 2-2 count. Swing and a fly ball into left field. Jones coming on, makes the catch. They're going to have to hold her. Cut off there by Mackenzie Fuller, and that just helps solidify the play. That ball bounces, and if it has to come all the way to the catcher, that it gets too deep in the diamond, and then all of a sudden runners can move up. But if you're going to bobble it, where Mackenzie Fuller came up about 15 feet in front of the plate, that takes away some options. All right, so the Tigers get an out, a big out now. That slows things down. Nice job by Jones to charge the ball and fire home. Ball 1 to count. Swing and a miss. Woo-hoo-hoo. Captain, did she go?
She went to the changeup.
Yes. All right, that evens it at 1-1. Emma St. Clair playing in a little bit at shortstop, pitch way outside.
It almost looked like that got hung up on her hip a little bit.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Open stance. She closes that up. Her hands slightly apart. Chops it up the middle. And it's into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. And the second runner from second base rounds comes in. And a ball that was just out of the diving Addie Zintek's reach gets into center field and scores 2.
That ball was hit really hard, though, Spike.
Yes. So a 2-run score, that makes it a 4-1 score in favor of Wauseon.
I mean, I can't figure out where the strike zone is yet. Maybe if I put my polarized sunglasses on, I'll be able to tell.
3 runs in this top of the third. Macy Crew knocks it down. Here's the gun, easily out at at first base. That ball was tagged, and Macy Crew got down there, reacted extremely well, kept it right between the wickets, and gunned her out.
Tell you what, though, that was a great heads-up play by Addie Zentek. She was covering second base, but I like the throw to first, but nice play by Addie just in case.
All right, 2 away. Ripped straight back. Ooh, there's that wide outside corner, so that puts...
Yeah, I still don't know where the strike zone is. And this is
0-2 the count. Swing and a miss. They're going to have to throw to first. The ball was into the dirt. They retire the side, but Wauseon comes up with 2 singles and a walk, and that is going to drive in 3 runs. They lead it now going into the bottom of the third, 4-1.
Hey, these broadcasts are made possible by our sponsors, and we appreciate them immensely. KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, STN Design, Affinity IT Group, 3Chord, Davis Farm Services, Swanton Welding, Pam and Dick Leatherman, P's and Ello's Pizza, Gerald Grain Centers, Holgate Metal Fab, and Sattler Meats. And like you said, Spike, Wauseon picks up 3 in the top of the third on the 3Chord scoreboard there. And Liberty will come up, and I believe we're back at the top of the lineup with Emmy Gray, I think, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
All right, so, well, Liberty's in a position to respond here with the top of the order. Emmy attempted to bunt the first time up.
Yep, got it out a little bit too far. All right. Well, Liberty Center has been hitting the ball. Just a matter of now tuning it in, turning it on, and here's an excellent spot with the top of the order in the bottom of the third. Gray takes it. Ouch.
Yeah, he likes that.
Yes, he does. That was out there across the...
medium.
Yep.
Center line.
Gray, slightly open stance. Swing and a miss on a pitch down in the bottom of the strike zone. So 0-2 in the count. Now the third baseman now moving back, but still way up in the box. Gray hits a liner into left center field. That's a base hit. Gray rounds first, heading for 2. Here's the slide. She's underneath it. Safe at second base. Emmy Gray never slowed down. The left fielder had to come across to cut the ball off. Played it cleanly, but Emmy Gray played it just a little bit cleaner and got dirty. Put the Tigers in a position now to have a big inning.
Well, in that hook slide of hers, she gets way outside of the base and hooks it back with her hand.
Yes, that's right. That great slide, swing and a miss on a high, hard one. So Jones gets a cut at the ball, and I like that. I like to see her swinging the bat.
Liza Jones with a number of home runs last year, and already this year I think she's got 3.
Pitch, that's a way outside. Catcher flags it in. This is a good Wauseon team.
Well, as you said, Spike, Wauseon just has a bunch of good athletes. And, their teams, you get championship teams, you get playoff teams, but you always get a good team.
Yep. All right. The pitch, shot right at the third baseman. Hands up, hits her in the mouth. Shot not in time. Well, that's what I've been kind of alluding to. That ball hit so hard, she's so close to the batter that when it came up,
yeah, it was hot.
It was hot. It had a lot of top spin heat, and it's going to be a single for Jones. That puts runners on first and third with nobody out. Bea Barrett, who can hammer a softball. That third baseman better be ready. Pitch taken, and Jones is going to go. Now the throw to the plate. In time, another hook slide. Oh, my, gets back underneath. Woo, Jones got a little daring. You know, that's almost an automatic steal. It was delayed. The catcher looked at third, then fired to second. And then on that throw, then Gray got the jump and made the great slide again 2 times in 1/2 inning and got around the tag. Liberty on the board. Here's a fly ball, short left field coming hard. Shortstop comes out. They drop the ball. Now heading for third. The slide. She's safe at third. Jones, aggressive Tiger base running, and Jones slides in safely at third. You gotta love it.
Yeah, and that was a very, very intense collision out there between the shortstop and the center fielder. And
it was a
Madison Foster comes in as the courtesy runner out there on second base for Bea Barrett. And we've got different than a pinch runner and a courtesy runner. A pinch runner actually gets inserted into the position in the game. And then they would have to reinsert. So if they did a pinch runner, basically she'd have to come in as the catcher, run, and then at the end of the inning, if they wanted Bea to come back in. So they created this courtesy runner, and it's a courtesy between the pitcher and the catcher. They can just insert runners. And I don't know if they have to designate it. I think Liberty does, but I don't know that that's a rule.
Yeah, you may not want to do that every time, in
Right.
the game, depending on a situation.
Well, in this case, Spike, both girls are pretty fast that they insert. Howard for Perry, or Howard for the pitcher, is pretty quick, and Foster is also pretty speedy on the base path.
Yeah.
So,
Emma St. Clair now up for her second time. She flew out medium center field, hits a shot into center, and caught on the line drive. Jones gets back, returns. Ooh.
That's a base running error.
Yeah. Boy, St. Clair tagged that one. That is a line out to the center fielder. Made a great reaction to the ball. Kind of hesitated for a second, but got turned around, got back on it.
Well, and you got a good hitter up, so 1 out still. Mac's a pretty good hitter.
Mackenzie Fuller now. So what happened at third base? I think Jones on the hit, as soon as the ball was hit, she took off. By the time she got back and tagged up, the center fielder threw a bomb in there, and Wauseon was holding it, just begging her to try to score. Up in the air, caught.
What
a double play. Oh. Well, the bunt was popped up, and that kind of leaves everybody hanging out to dry. That's one thing you try to stay away from. However, Liberty Center does get a run out of this. That'll make the score 4-2 now after 3 innings of play.
Hey, once again, the trivia question for today is, what is the standard diameter of a regulation softball? All right. Liberty puts 1 up in the bottom of the third there, cuts the lead in half, to 4-2, the Wauseon Indians, and they'll come up here, and let's see if we can get a number and a name associated with that. That's, of course, nope. I'm trying to use their max preps, and I don't know.
Let's see here. Number 32 grounded to third base. Crew made a good play on that ball. Her last time up. Taken strike.
No, he
up
does.
there around the letters.
He likes that outside pitch.
Yeah. So count evens 1-1. 4-2 Wauseon here in the top of the fourth.
Four to two.
Yep. Did I say it wrong? My bad.
You said 4-1.
4-1. I'm sorry. 4-2. Yeah, they scored a run that inning. Pitch hangs a little too far outside. You know, that was a tough inning. That could have been coulda, shoulda, woulda. I hope the Tigers don't have to look back on that one to wonder why. Pitch. Delayed call, strike.
That was really a delayed call. I mean,
Yep.
we'll take it.
Yep, pinched that inside corner, of kind of an off-speed pitch. Now that puts it at full count. And a pop-up into the outfield. Short one. Jones comes on, makes the catch, called off St. Clair. St. Clair may have had a play, but that's a tough job for an infield.
You always want the player coming in to handle the ball, Spike,
Yeah.
if they can get to it. Coming in is a lot easier than going back, so that's good communications by there. And Jones has a lot of range out there.
Yep, the Tigers' defense, outfield defense, covers a lot of ground. Left-hand hitter gets around late, pops it foul down the third baseline. Gets the sign, fly ball, average left field depth. Jones camps under it and puts it away. So 2 outs. Two fly outs to left field. Line drive over Cruz's head. She gave a great effort, leaped high, but the ball skipped just a couple inches over, and it's a line single down the left field line. And a base runner now with 2 outs. Leadoff hitter. Grounded out to second base, and then a bunt single her last time up. Pitch taken a bit too high. Ball 1.
Okay, he did the double hand thing down there, Spike, so let's see if she bunts it.
Okay. Pitch way outside the strike zone. 2-0.
Okay, he didn't touch his hat this time, so I'm gonna figure it out.
There's an indicator there. That might have been it. Close stance, opens it up, takes that pitch on the outside corner for a called strike 1. 2-1 the count. Score Wauseon 4-2 over Liberty Center. That time got around late and popped it back first base side out of play. 2-2 now with 2 outs. We're at the top of the order, and you kind of hate to see this get out of control. Be a good out to have to get out of this inning. Line shot into right field. Clean single on a rocket. Ball was well hit. And into the outfield, a base hit. Runners on first and second. No chance to advance. Zider got a good jump on the ball, fielded clean, and made a good toss to second. So, Wauseon threatening. They've got 2 on and 2 outs. Number 22 has popped up to the infield and then got on base on an error on a drop throw.
And the roster says this is Brianna Hayes, the catcher.
All right, the wind, the pitch, that's on the inside, taken for a ball. Yeah, you're right. That she is the catcher. I remember their catcher wearing 22. So officially 0 for 2. She actually bunted out in front of the plate. Barrett got out, made a good play. Fouls it straight back. 2-1. Boy, every strike now. This is big for Liberty Center. They need to get out of this inning before Wauseon can capitalize. Perry looks in. 3-1 the count now. Boy, you don't care how, but you want to see a strike. Popped up. St. Clair going back, calls it, makes the one-hand grab, and the side retired. Woo! Liberty got out of there without any more damage. So, heading into the bottom of the fourth, Wauseon 4, Liberty Center 2.
Well, and Spike, this game's still moving pretty fast. We're not an hour into, we're 45 minutes or 43 minutes into the game. We're already in the middle of the fourth inning.
Yeah. Right now, Wauseon has 4 runs on 7 hits. Liberty Center has had 3, 4, 5. They've got 2 runs on 5 hits, but a couple of hard lineouts for the Tigers. So both teams hitting the ball. I don't believe Liberty Center. Let me see here. Nope, no Tigers have struck out yet. So it's ripe for Liberty Center to take advantage.
Trying to see what the score is on the boys' diamond over there. And it's still 0-0, I was just told. And I was going to cheat and pull up the picture-in-picture camera. And it's in the same spot as our scoreboard.
Aubrey Zeider up, grounded to the shortstop her last time up. Now the third baseman moves away from the foul line a couple steps. Zeider calls time. Aubrey got around on that last pitch quite well. Her timing was good, and I like that. She's going to hit a ball hard here. Just slightly choking up. Swing and a miss. Shut up, Spike.
Yeah.
Boy. Aubrey's tenacious. Gets set. Hits a shot right down the right field. Ooh, down the left field line. Oh.
It wasn't very foul, but it went.
I was a pitch late, but she ripped that baby. Boy, she got around and got all of that. It was only a couple inches. That's one for Wauseon now and one for Liberty. That Screamers. It would have been 2 bases, but now the count 0-2. Aubrey's got to protect. Stays alive, gets around on that pitch. So Liberty Center is timing this pitcher well. I think it's only a matter of time until the Tigers can really get their good bats going. They're averaging 11 runs a game. Wauseon averaging 7 runs a game. Here's the pitch. Foul tip. That'll go straight back against the screen.
That was off the bat, off the catcher, top of the catcher's helmet, and off the shoulder pad of the umpire.
The umpire. Center fielder pulling slightly towards left. Gets around, gets it up the middle, knocked down by the shortstop. Good throw, a little high, but in time to put Zeider down as the first out. Zeider did well. Again, Tigers have an out. It's in the fourth, but I like the way their swings look.
Put the ball in play.
Yep. Boy, that third baseman plays as close as any we've seen this year. Easily. Got around late.
Well, and she's handled them all but one, Spike.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess if that's where she's used to playing, that's where she's used to playing.
Well, I tell you, mister, you're well, it's not that, but that's the expression. Swings a little blue bird. It's going to, she got back and got it. Macy Crew pops up. I thought with the third baseman cheating in so far, excuse me, that might handcuff her and she might get that to fall in. But a good reaction, got back, made the play over her shoulder, and there's 2 away for Liberty.
That was a good play. Now the pitcher, Molly Perry.
Perry takes it in the dirt, ball 1. Molly drew a walk last time up. Ooh. Misses inside by a little bit and more. So 2-0 on Perry. Choking up a little on the bat. Now shows bunt, pulls back, pitch in the dirt there. So, boy, you never know. A base runner is a base runner is a base runner.
Well, and the Wauseon pitcher just looks like she's pitching fast.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the third baseman just went over and said, okay, slow down a little bit.
Yeah. Sometimes that rhythm, that jingle in your juice wants to keep you going. That shows bunt, pulls back, takes it on the outside corner, called strike on 3-0, pretty much accepted. Perry takes it in the dirt. She'll draw her second walk.
And that'll bring Howard out of the dugout, which is the other courtesy runner.
And should I assume she's a freshman?
Yes, she is a freshman. And I think Madison Foster, is a sophomore.
You're on it. I like it. We got, I believe you're Molly's little brother up here running the scoreboard. This kid's smarter than 3 whippets. All right. Addie Zintek takes a pitch inside. Captain, look at that right fielder. She is playing deep for
I think
Addie Zintek.
She got that. She got beat over her head in the
yeah.
second inning. I think she's.
Zintek lines it into left field. Gotta pass the third baseman. That's what I'm talking about. That time if you want to go to church, you got to put money in the plate. That time her cheating in didn't help any. And Zintek hit it on the screws into left field. So 2 runners on. A very impressive shot. And we've got Emmy Gray. Emmy had a double her last time up. And lines it into left field. That's a base hit. It gets away from the left field. A rounding third, heading for the plate. Safe at the plate. Zintek slides safely into third, going 2 bases. And Emmy Gray comes through in the clutch. An RBI double to left field, and the Tigers are kicking up their heels now. They're only down by a run, 4-3.
Well, and the coach Lily Howard, come around third base, and the coach is just like, go, don't even turn around and look. Howard just took off for home, and now the Tigers within 1.
Liza Jones at the plate, swing and a miss. Got a good cut on it, getting her money's worth. 2 good slides earlier in the game, carrying the scars on her uniform for those aggressive slides. Here's the pitch. Pops it up. That's going to be trouble. Out there, shortstop goes back but makes the catch. I thought it might have had a little more carry, but the shortstop out just into the edge of the grass puts it away. But the Liberty Center Tigers managed to get a run out of it. They've crawled and fought their way back now to get within 1, 4-3 after 4 full innings.
All right, the answer to today's trivia question, what is the standard diameter of a softball? And that is 12 inches. So, softball is 12 inches in diameter.
Well, you know, I got confused. I thought, oh, wait a minute now. Are you figuring that? Is that?
Yes, all the way around it.
Circumference and diameter.
Circumference, if you cut it in half. Diameter is around it. So.
And radius and.
I'm having high school flashbacks.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Now, I bet you didn't know that.
I did. You know, the geometry of that question just killed me, Spike. So.
I could deal with algebra. Boy, when it got into geometry with trapezoids and rhomboids and rambos and quatomos. All right, 4-3 now as we're heading into the top of the 5th. Shot, knocked down by Crew, picks it up, it's going to be close. Got her at first base.
What a play by Macy Crew. What a stretch by Mac over there at first base. And just a bang-bang play by the Tigers.
Crew knocked it down. Little looping line and got there! Woo, baby doll! Zentek giving her that big swing hug. Great reaction, great athleticism, and a super defensive play by Emma St. Clair. Getting the jump on the ball. So, 2 up, 2 down on just a couple of pitches. Ball outside.
Yeah, I don't know. Emma St. Clair, she may not have been sure it was still in her glove after that one.
Little looper down the right field line. That'll go foul.
I think the count's 1-1, I think.
Open stance on the pitch, closes it up, gets
that
hagtail on that, handcuffed on that inside pitch.
That off speed, too.
Yeah. When she closes that stance up, that's a tough pitch for her to hit. This time they move it all the way outside. Ooh. Good movement of the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was out there on his edge.
I like that pitch, though, Spike, because that's playing with his zone. And
in the hole, picked up the long throw. They got her out of there. Emma St. Clair with a diamond gem, Jim Gentile play. Bingo, bango, bongo. Went deep in the hole. You aren't going to see that any better done at Pittsburgh or Detroit or Cleveland. Woohoo, baby. That's the Tiger defense.
That's the range of Emma St. Clair, Spike. Yeah. You know, we talked Tuesday about Liberty really leaning on their defensive prowess, and their defense is just phenomenal, Spike.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, 2 great plays by the infielders there, knocking the ball down. Emma St. Clair with nice catch and then that range that she's got. And I'll tell you what, an average defensive team wouldn't have made either one of those three plays.
Right. And there's Crew is playing is a vacuum cleaner down there at third base. The big thing there is you are not going to field every ball clean like perhaps at shortstop or second, but you've got to knock down the Rockets. And I tell you what, she turns them into the Rockets' red glare, because if she knocks them down, picks them up, and she's got gun.
Bia Barrett up now for the Tigers with Emma St. Clair on deck.
Here is a hungry player. Bia's got a double because she was safe on where two fielders ran together
and
on a pop-up.
She hit that monster home run on Monday.
Yeah. Gets a little bit out in front, fouls it high and away down the left field line, out of play.
So
one strike.
Bia's got that power spike. She could tie this thing up.
Oh.
One swing.
Yeah, I look for Bia to send a screamer into the left center field gap right here. Pitch taken way outside. That'll even count 1-1.
Bia is signed, sealed, and delivered to Arizona Christian College to play softball.
Wow. That'll be a thrill.
I think they're the Thunderbirds, maybe.
Pitch and a shot. Oh, nice play by the shortstop and called out. Wow, the shortstop was pretty much handcuffed. That ball bounced right in front of her. Reacted, kept it in the glove, and gunned out Bia for the first out. So we're seeing two stellar defenses go at it. Emma St. Clair has hit the center field twice. The second time was a screamer. Went wailing away on something down low at the bottom of the zone, so it's one strike. Tigers need to get something generated right now. They need Emma on base. Slightly open stance. A crouch. And goes fishing for something out on the edge of the strike zone. Now in a 0-2 count, got to protect. Emma likes to get right down there on the end of the bat. She gets leverage. And a pop-up, first baseman moving over, just goes into foul territory, and that's the second out of the inning.
Okay, Spike, messages have come across, and it's just proven my Toledo Public School education. The circumference of a softball is 12 inches. The diameter is 3.8 inches. So I went to Toledo Public Schools.
Yeah, you're an old Libby cowboy.
Laura McCullough, thank you for the update and not embarrassing me. I can do it myself just as good as anybody else.
Shoot the captain down when you get the chance. Shortstop pulled way over, swing and a foul. Mackenzie Fuller has a double and out on a bunt. 1 for 2. Stays with it. Pitch fouled off to the right side. Slightly late, but there ain't a darn thing wrong with taking that ball to the opposite field all the time. Here it comes, and goes sailing. Pitch fouled off, they said. So, 0-2 count now. Tigers trail 4-3. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch taken up high. Tigers need base runners. The set. Pitch. Pop up. Shortstop calls it, moves over, makes the catch between the rubber and the second base bag, and the side retired. So after 5 full innings of play, Wauseon 4, Liberty Center 3.
Okay, once again, these broadcasts are brought to you by our sponsors. Sattler Meats, from our farm to your table, right there on South Perry Street. Holgate Metal Fab with 14,000 feet of fabrication area. Holgate Metal Fab is the shop that you can count on for your fabrication needs. Gerald Grain Centers, that farmer-owned cooperative, 9 locations, one of them right here in Liberty Center, all over Northwest Ohio. Pisanello's Pizza, that great family restaurant serving up delicious pizza subs, wings, and salads. Pam and Dick Leatherman, Swanton Welding, they've been providing their customers with the highest quality services for their metal fabrication needs since 1956. Davis Farm Services, that family-owned agronomy business serving Northwest Ohio farmers for 50 years. 3Chord, sign it, sew it, screen it, promote it. Affinity IT Group, cybersecurity, managed services for the company's demanding computer needs. STN Design, your home for custom screen printing and embroidery. Meyer Badenhop Insurance, since 1933, Northwest Ohio has been the home of Meyer Badenhop Insurance. And KK Collision, the leader in the automotive repair industry, 27 years right here in Northwest Ohio.
Swing and a miss. Went fishing for that outside off-speed pitch way out in front. And a line shot, solid single to left field, and the Wauseon Lady Indians get their leadoff hitter on base.
You know, Spike, and that's really been the tale of this game for Wauseon. Their leadoff batters have been getting on, and then something happens. Ooh, Bia Barrett wanted that call, didn't get it.
Yeah, pitch called a little bit low. Have we even had any stolen bases yet?
I think there was some when there was a runner on third and somebody walked or whatever, which is, that's not really a stolen base. That's just a go ahead and you might as well just run.
Yeah. Well, in fact, they did challenge Liza Jones on that. They threw it anyway. Fly ball. That could be trouble coming hard. Zider makes the catch. A basket catch on a hard charge. A very impressive reaction. And Zider from deep over there in right field came a long way and handled that just like Say Hey Willie, got her in the basket.
Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah, excellent job there. That was only her ball to get to. Gray couldn't get to it. Zintek couldn't get to it. Shot up the middle. A diving Zintek can't get there, and it's a single for Wauseon. That's hit number 9 for them.
Yeah, Wauseon's hit the ball well. Again, Wauseon at 6-4. And are they going to make a pitching change, maybe? She's looking towards the dugout. And if so, they'll bring in Reese Kessler, I think.
Well, Wauseon has got things gauged. And, yes, here comes Reese Kessler.
While we're switching pitchers, Spike, let's talk a little bit about our schedule. We've got some reschedules and some games updated. Again, the Archibald Lady Blue Streaks will come to town on the 23rd. 23rd to take on Liberty Center. And then before that, Spike, Saturday, we've got the Sylvania Southview. Is that Brew behind the that's Brew behind the plate?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know that one. Gary Brubaker, I tell you what, he's one of the best, Spike. He is definitely one of the absolute best.
Blue, get the game.
And so we've got our schedule updated with all the games in there. both the boys and girls. The Archbold game was rescheduled, but not on the same day as the original. And then on the 25th, we've got the Bryan Lady Golden Bears coming to town. And so fun-filled schedule. The girls, again, will be on the road tomorrow at the Montpelier Locomotives, the Locos.
Okay. Runners on first and second. One out for Wauseon. They lead 4-3, top of the sixth. And a fastball hangs outside for Kessler. Kessler, a variety of pitches, a lot of off-speed stuff. She can make the ball move. Pitch. Down low, 2-0.
There you go.
Okay. Ooh, a little bit too high. Now Reese Kessler has nowhere to go. The count 3-0. Runners on first and second.
Now, Spike, I just saw something I'm going to bring up here in a minute. I thought there was a rule against that, but we'll talk about that in a second.
Pitch outside, ball 4, and that loads the bases.
Spike, I thought there was a rule. The last time I umpired, there was a rule that electronics could not be on the field. The Wauseon coach just went to a piece of electronics in his pocket.
Oh, yeah?
Which was interesting. So, I don't know. Maybe that rule changed. If somebody can update me on that, I'd appreciate it.
Leadoff hitter number 17, 2 for 3.
That was a strike. Infield playing.
A bunt single and a line drive to center.
Corners in. The middle infielders are playing double play depth.
And a shot down the right field line. That's going to go foul. Got pretty good connection there, but that'll sail foul.
Yeah, one good hit to the outfield will score a run for the Lady Indians, and I think that's critical, Spike, for them right now. They need to get a run out of this.
Now, one out. Boy, this is a chess match. What team is going to hold in here? 0-2 the count. And chops away. Got fooled and had to kind of just stick her bat out and hope she could hold her swing up to make contact. That changeup had her fooled, so the count remains 0-2. Pitch.
Woo! Had to be outside.
Wow. Wow. That took a lot of guts to take that one. And a little line drive, a looper, falls in safe. It's going to score a run.
She had her.
Plate.
She had her out at second base.
Oh boy! Well, you wouldn't think of it.
Yeah, you should have.
Oh.
You needed an out.
Well, you wouldn't, as an outfielder on a ball hit, your thoughts are going to be the second runner on second base is out there shrugging her shoulders and holding her arms.
Well, and she was the dead duck, Spike, because she had to hold up and see if it was going to be caught.
Yeah. Boy, the third hit, and now Wauseon takes a 2-run lead.
Yeah, and that's a big run for the Indians here.
Bases are still loaded.
And you're hearing a lot of cheering and hooping and hollering in the background. That's the boys. And they're hosting the Wauseon men baseball.
So now Wauseon top of the sixth. They lead at 5-3, threatening to get more. Pitch. They got her out in front of that one. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
A nice off speed by Reese Kessler.
A single for 3 times up here for number 22. Second batter in the order. Boy, do the Tigers need an out right here. Desperately. The pitch bunts it foul, and I believe
batter's out.
Yep, she is out. Boy, a big break for Liberty Center. Tried to throw him off. Boy.
Well, I don't understand that. One out And you're bunting on third strike. That's a daring call, Spike.
I don't get it. You got the bases loaded. You want to throw that seed in there. All right, number 15 is 0 for 3 officially. And a pitch taken up around the letters, called strike one. 15 kind of gave Blue a little bit of a look on that.
And I don't have a 15 on my roster either for Max Preps.
All right, the pitch. Ooh,
that was almost in the same spot, wasn't it?
Ooh, yeah, maybe must have called it high. 5-3 Wauseon, 2 outs, bases loaded. Who's going to hold up here? Reese looks in, brings it. Pop up, and it's going to go straight back and out of play. They got even the count up now at 1-1. 1-2, excuse me. Got her in a hole.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yep. Here's where Reese needs to go to that bag of tricks and throw something, a little Fuller Fisher pitch. Gets it in the dirt. Runner's going to try to score. Safe. Runner now at third wants to come home, but wild pitch. Barrett tried to grab as it bounced up at her, but came up high, and a run scores.
Ouch.
That'll make it 6-3.
That one could hurt, Spike.
Yeah, they're going to need. Now they've got 2 innings.
Yep, they got to chip away at it. They need an out here.
Fly ball, power, I should say, pop up to the infield. Reese Kessler calls it, puts it away. But Wauseon with a little bit of damage. They come up with 2 hits that inning, but they score 2 runs. And now they hold a 3-run edge, 6-3, heading into the bottom of the 6th.
Well, this is very reminiscent, Spike, of the Van Buren game. The Black Knights put a run up in the 5th and run up in the 6th, and Liberty Center come back strong in the bottom of the 6th, and then in the 7th, loaded the bases, and they got a walk-off game winner. So, Liberty has the ability to bring the bats. And they need to chip away at this. They don't need 3. But they need something here, Spike.
Yep, Liberty Center, I've said this before, but they have not recorded an offensive strikeout. They are hitting the ball, but Wauseon has made many plays. Third baseman's made a couple big plays. The shortstop is excellent, and the outfield has done well. They've been solid, except maybe for 1 play.
Yeah, very well played game, Spike. There really hasn't been a lot of errors. A few throws here and there. I went, but that's my coaching thing. Coming out, I try to be fair about that. But, here we go. Aubrey Zeider now in the box for the Tigers.
Aubrey is grounded out to the shortstop twice. Chokes up slightly. Pitch. Back up the middle. Gets it past the pitcher. Second base charges. And the throw is dropped at first base. The second baseman had to charge the ball. He got it past the pitcher. That was huge. And by the time the second baseman was there, had to flip it off balance. The first baseman couldn't hang on as she had to come all the way across first base. And the Tigers get a little bit of a break. Aubrey Zeider with an infield, that's iffy whether it's an infield single or not, but it was a tough play for the defense.
Yeah, I'm going to say that was an error on the throw.
All right.
Pulled the first baseman. She tried to stay on the bag, stretched out as far as she could, and that's why the ball came out. It was just out of her reach. So.
All right, any old port in the storm. Here's Macy Crew, lines it into center field, coming on there, makes the catch. Oh, doggone the luck. Macy hit it on the... right on the fat part of the bat, but the center fielder, a stellar play, comes in and takes a hit away.
Now they moved Molly Perry to the flex position here, Spike, so she'll bat for Reese Kessler.
Pitch taken up high.
And she's walked twice, hasn't she?
Yes. Yep, she's walked twice.
Yep. So Molly Perry moves into the flex spot, or the DH, the extra hitter. She'll hit for the pitcher, Reese Kessler.
Yep. Pitch taken up high again. Well, that old expression about the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Tigers got a break on that infield squeezer, and then a really good play takes a hit away from Crew. Pitch taken
Down 3-0.
down too low. So 3-0. Boy, Perry has been patient, choking up on the bat. Shows the bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike right down the heart of the Broadway. 3-1 now with one out. Boy, a base runner here would look awful sweet. I'm not carrying how. Swing, chop foul, straight back. Perry got a swing, got a cut, got contact with the ball.
Count is full now, 3-2.
Well, you might say this is a pivotal pitch.
I would say that. Doesn't mean anything, but
Yeah. Swing and a miss, strike three.
wow, big strikeout for Wauseon.
Yep. Addie Zintek. Zintek came through last time up, laced a single to center. Hard ground out to short, 1-for-2. Pops it up. Shortstop there, side retired. So after 6 full innings of play, Wauseon 6, Liberty Center 3.
Hey, once again, check our schedule. We've got some updates. I updated a few games. We'll be back here. What's today, Spike? What's that? Today's Thursday, isn't it? I don't know. You know these when you have 27 games in 5 days. I don't know. But we'll be back here on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock as the Southview. I think it's the Cougars, isn't it? Southview Cougars.
It sounds right.
It's well, they got Southview and Northview, so I always have to check that. I'm sure somebody will let me know here if I screwed that one up here shortly. Yeah.
It sounds right.
Yeah, but is it the Southview Cougars? Yes, it is. And Northview is the who? The Wildcats. There you go. So, trainer extraordinaire Amanda Mathis is in the background in the peanut gallery here.
How long has she been the trainer here? 20 years?
19.
9 comes ringing from the back of the press box here. All right, Wauseon now up in the top of the 7th inning. They're sporting that 3-run lead. Pitch. Got the outside corner, strike 1. Pops it up in the infield. Going back, Zintek has a good beat on it. A little bit of a little bang there, but Zintek had position enough. Stood there, tough, hung on, made the play, 1 out.
That was an outfielder ball, Spike. Coming in's much easier than going back. But nonetheless, it's an out for the Tigers.
Well, no matter what, I like the fact that Aubrey Zeider covered a lot of ground to get in there and be in a position to catch that ball. She was
and
deep.
should have Addie juggled that. Aubrey Zeider was ready.
Yeah. 1 out. Ball hangs a little too far outside. This is the one that has the open stance and closes on the pitch. Chops it towards second. Nice job there, Zintek. Pounds it across to first. 2 away here in the top of the 7th inning.
Now, Liberty will be at the top of the order coming
Yep.
up into the bottom of the 7th there, won't they?
Yep.
So
that's
Emmy
right.
Gray. Nope, they need another out first, though.
And sometimes that hasn't always been the easiest thing to do.
There's that outside corner.
Wauseon has put 2 innings of 2 crooked numbers up where they've had a lot of base runners. Liberty Center, through a couple of miscues, have only been able to score 3 single runs, even though they had a couple of big innings
1-1 here.
brewing, yeah, with a chance to really break out. Strike 2 called on that outside corner.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
Reese looking in, brings it, fouled straight back. That was one of Reese's faster pitches and didn't get around on the ball, was lucky to make contact.
Well, and that's Reese's forte, pitching, Spike.
Yeah.
She's not overwhelming speed, but you can never tell what speed she's going to pitch to you.
Right. You might be waiting for an hour for the ball to get there, or it might be like that one. A fastball and a hot one there.
Or it might
Got her
be
on
like
the
that
high,
one,
hard
Spike.
one. 2 pitches in a row, added a little bit of extra firepower, and gets the big strikeout. So, fans, we are heading into the bottom of the 7th inning. Tigers trail by 3. We're getting set for that provincial down by 3 with 2 outs and the bases juiced and a Tiger home run.
Well, I'm
Grand slam style.
trying to get a score over there. It's still the top of the 6th, Spike, 0-0.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Over on the baseball diamond. So, a nice pitch game by the Wauseon pitcher. Let me see if Max Preps has her on here. Number 14 for the Lady Indians is listed as Ella Hageman. She's a senior. Pitched a nice game, number 14 for
Yes, and
Wauseon.
I looked on the website, she's got an ERA, I believe, of 2 runs a game.
Wow.
That is good stuff.
Let's see. I can pull up some stats there. So
Let's see if that if my memory
yeah,
serves
Bella
me correct.
McGuire, the sophomore, is the one with the 444
Yeah.
batting average. Ava Kovar's got a home run.
All right, Emmy Gray, swing and a miss. Emmy, 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Boy, we need a base runner just to get this thing started. Takes it up high, ball 1. Didn't go chasing here, so that shows a little countenance. Shortstop playing deep, third baseman playing way in. My. Swing and a miss on a hot one up high. 1 and 2.
Yeah, she's got an ERA of 2, Spike.
Yeah.
Ella Hageman.
And it's she's kept Liberty just enough off balance. They've had some hard hits, but this not as robustly. And a long drive, deep center field, going back, and it's overhead. It's going to be another double for, rounding second, heading for third. The slide, she gets underneath it, safe at third. Emmy Gray leads off with a triple. Bingo, bango, bongo. That ball was hit to the deepest part of center field, got back to the warning track. The center fielder made a good jump, or got a good jump, made a great effort, but it was tagged.
Well, and I think Wauseon here is kind of cool. The shortstop called everybody in. They're just like, look, we're up 3. We need an out. If it's something hit to the infield, come to first. We need an out. 1 run, Liberty Center doesn't get them much. So
Yep.
You know, if you're the infielders of Wauseon, you need outs here.
All right. Here's Liza Jones, 1 for 3 on the game. And a long drive. That's into the gap. That's going to be extra bases. Jones rounds first. She'll be steaming into second base with a stand-up double. The Liberty Center Tigers are kicking up their heels here in the final 7th inning.
Or there's that, and she hits a double, and you don't have to worry about it, Spike.
All right.
And I think Wauseon's going to make a pitching change, and they're going to bring in their other pitcher. That take a look here. I think this is Ledyard, number 21. She's also a senior, 3.50 ERA. But I'll tell you what, a great outing by Hageman. I mean, up until this inning, she has really played very well, pitched very well, and good outing for her. So, yep, this is another senior. Both pitchers for Wauseon are seniors, Spike. I don't see a junior pitcher on their squad.
Could be. You know, a factoid here that really doesn't matter, but out of 16 outs, the Liberty Center offense, 3 outs for 6 innings, 18 of the 18 outs, the shortstop has been involved in 8 out of the 18.
Wow.
And that tells me that the pitching has kept Liberty Center's hitters, and a great hitting team, mind you, but just slightly off balance. So now Liberty Center has probably the best hitter on the team to bat with a new pitcher.
Yeah, you know what? You called this the Van Buren game about Liberty cycling around to their 1, 2, 3, 4 hitter.
Yeah, they did it again.
They did it again, so.
All right, here's Bea Barrett. She's going to be hungry. I love the battle here. And rockets it down foul down the third baseline. Honey, down there at third, no offense, you better back up.
Well, and Coach Kyle over there, she's coaching third base, is like, okay, I'm moving back here.
Yeah, you don't need to be out there yet. Yeah, Jones Tigers trail by 2, so they need more than Jones. The pitch, swing, and it got down low. Jones is going to move up to third. And while that doesn't mean
I think
lot,
that should have been an illegal pitch. She started forward, then stopped again, Spike.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I missed that. All right. 0-2 the count, so Jones has got to worry about making some contact here.
Barrett.
Barrett. Barrett chops it right back up the middle. Fielded there. Here's the throw to the plate. Not going to be in time. So now Liberty Center has cut the lead now to 1 at 6-5.
With only 1 out.
Well, they've got to start the parade again. That cleans the bases. Emma St. Clair, Mackenzie Fuller, and Aubrey Zeider now in that order, due up. Emma St. Clair, one of them tough, hard-nosed hitters. Takes the pitch up high.
I'm sorry, that delivery, she's leaning forward and then she starts again.
Yeah,
I know she's pitched a lot of innings, so it must not be illegal, but I don't know.
St. Clair in the front half of the plate now, deep crouch, swings and hits a line shot. That's going to sail foul just outside the fence. Got around on what I thought was her best fastball. So they've got her pegged, perhaps. St. Clair, that evens the count at 1-1.
Well, her ERA is 3.5.
Yeah. St. Clair sets. Fouled straight back. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. That pitch was out over the plate. this is great. Coming in. And it hit her. Got her up on the high shoulder area. Oh, boy. Emma, now I'm telling you, Emma St. Clair stood there like the house by the side of the road, didn't move, took it hard, bring it baby cakes, I'm going to first base.
And rightfully so. The Wauseon coach is going to ask, did she lean into it at all? And she never moved.
No, she did not move.
Yeah.
She didn't move into it, but I tell you what, I like the fact she didn't move away from it either.
And that's the thing. They used to say you have to make an effort to get out of the way. They do not.
Nope.
They can't lean into it. They can't initiate the contact, but they don't have to move. So now one out, and McKenzie, the Mack truck.
McKenzie has had a double and a bunt. 1 for 3. All right, Liberty Center's got the tying run at first base in Emma St. Clair. Pitch taken up high. Ball 1. The tying run at first. Boy, you love to see that. Anything can happen now. Pitch. Down low, 2-0. Oh, baby, that water's starting to boil. Wauseon already went to their bullpen this inning.
They don't have another pitcher listed, so...
And a shot right at the shortstop. Makes the clean play. The relay to first. In time, a double play.
No.
And Wauseon comes up with a big play. Wow, they win it 6-5. And I'm telling you, the shortstop did it again. Started the play. Got it to second base quickly. The relay was beautiful. And they got her by an eyelash at first base. So, Wauseon wins a tough one here, 6-5. Oh, my. Tigers had opportunities. They had a base running issue in that third inning. They had a chance to really blow the game wide open there, and things didn't work out. A couple good plays, and anyway, it was a great game to watch by two really good teams. And
absolutely. So Liberty will go to 1-1 in the NWOAL now. Wauseon 2-0 in the NWOAL. Spike, I'll tell you, one of the teams that was labeled as the favorite is the Bryan Golden Bears. They're 5-5, Spike.
I would have to believe that their record is probably a tough schedule.
Well, they did go to Tennessee and play in a national tournament, so I'll give them that.
Yeah, their pitcher is again having a fantastic year.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep, she's tough.
But this Liberty team, I'm telling you, is good enough to beat anybody. This game, 6-5 final for Wauseon. It's coulda, shoulda, woulda won. It was there to win.
It was.
And so, but this is baseball / softball. Those things happen. It is such a tight game, such a tough thing to overcome. It's not like it's totally different from basketball or from volleyball. It's got its own monsters and its own heroes. So tonight, sometimes you get the bear, but
sometimes the bear gets you.
The bear gets you.
All right, well, let's get out of here, Spike. Liberty Center will travel to Montpelier tomorrow, and then we'll be right back here on Saturday as the Southview Lady Cougars come to town to take on our Lady Tigers. So they don't have a lot of time to think about this, Spike, because they're right back in action. So for Spike Whitman, I'm Mark the Captain Bly, and we're going to get out of here one more time. It's the Wauseon Lady Indians pulling it out 6-5 over the Liberty Center Tigers. But anyway, as always, Spike, it's good night, everybody, and it's always good Tiger sports.
Yep.